Well,
I thought you were talking about Ugga Rip'ems, not Ugga Duggas.
That's pretty comparable to the Z. That's pretty loud. You want this board, Daniel? You can have that, bro. Really?
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're swapping a K-member on the black car because, as you guys know, the K-member that we've got in there currently is the BMR drag K-member. We want a sway bar back in the car. BMR does not offer one, so we got a new K-member in. So we're gonna be pulling this one out today. Hopefully getting this one in, getting it aligned, and getting ready, hopefully, to get a sway bar back in there. But before we can do that, our Viking shocks that are in there, they're the drag shocks. So they don't actually have tabs to tighten down and hook up a sway bar, which sucks, but we'll get it figured out hopefully in the next few days. Ooh. So this K-member is from Steeda. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for sending this thing over. We got this one custom powder coated. Ooh, pretty. This is the last time that this thing is gonna look that color. So it got powder coated white. Pretty cool. Version 2 of this car will come at some point in time, hopefully, and you'll understand.
It's not tightened down.
That's interesting though. So this one's got, this is actually different than their Steeda V1. This one's got a rear crossbar as well. Or is this the difference between the road race and the...
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, you had their drag option, which still retained the dog legs, but the road race has that part.
Wow.
So, that's pretty, I mean, that's white. It's definitely not like cream or anything, it's white.
It's gonna be pretty dope.
That is really cool. So this was definitely much more braced than the last one. That's really awesome.
Question.
What?
Did you get motor mounts for this with it?
No. Do they take specific motor mounts?
Today is the turning point, motherfucker. Today goes different. There's a truck driving. I just watched the truck drive past the shop. Holy shit. That's the first time I've seen that in easily 2 years. That's nuts. I woke up today and things are just going different. The GT350's corrected and fixed and coated parts are gonna be here today. Andrew's literally gonna be here in the next 30 minutes with those. Wow. And Steeda somehow got our motor mounts to us literally in like 16 hours or less.
Less than 12 hours.
Less than 12
I emailed
hours.
them yesterday, less than 12 hours ago, and they're already here.
Yeah, so that's pretty nuts. Check this out. All we were waiting on to get the K-member in the black car are motor mounts. We got literally everything, and we were getting ready to put it in yesterday. I know you guys probably saw that, and we kind of had a hang up. But ta-da! So I think today what we're gonna be able to do, actually, we were gonna start on the GT350. Probably not gonna happen. What we're gonna do instead, I think, is work on the black car. So now that we've got these motor mounts in, we're gonna do a K-member swap on this car, get it all out of the way, and we'll just have to hang the sway bar in there and do the sway bar in a little bit. I've learned in a short period of time that life, honestly, does not get any easier. You just gotta keep pushing through a bunch of bullshit every day. It's so tiring, but it's worth it.
You forgot the most important part,
What?
Gavin.
What?
You just don't lose sight.
Oh, don't lose sight.
Come on, dude.
Don't lose sight.
Yeah, bro, it is a small cookie.
I'm so excited. Boom.
All right, we're good.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Andrew made a trap run to Houston.
A trap run?
He had to go pick up some goods.
hey.
Alrighty. So these are all of the components, finally, for the GT350 that we've been waiting on forever. We've got the shifter here. This is the GT500 shifter that you've got to have for the trans conversion that we're going to be doing. This is a TR6060 out of a 1314 GT500. To make it work in the S550 cars, you've got to have this specific shifter. So finally, we got our hands on one. These are back ordered everywhere, and as you can tell, this thing's been used. They're impossible to find right now. This is like a gold mine, and there's one right here, and so we're going to safely set it over here.
Ooh,
Headers.
those look interesting.
Yeah, they look really good. There you go.
Finally! So as you guys saw when we were test fitting the V2 headers on this car, we had a little bit of fitment issues, so we sent them back to Jeff. Literally, Andrew made a run and left at like 3, 4 in the afternoon, something like that. Got down there at 10 or so, brought them to him, and he was calling me at like 10, 11, 12, midnight even, calling about fitment on these. And they refit them, re-welded them, got everything to clear, and then got them coated, and they look amazing. And finally, they're back. Holy shit.
They look really good.
What a turning point today has been. We got the motor mounts in for the black car, for the K-member.
Oh, it worked?
We got everything.
No, the motor mounts came in the mail. They came in literally an hour.
I don't know what's going
He wasn't
on.
here.
Oh yeah, my bad.
He just said the K member didn't work, and that was all I heard. I was like, I'll
Gotcha.
ask him later. I'm not gonna ask every time.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, they are.
They did a good job cooking.
They even reworked our down pipes.
Oh, really?
We got proper fitting down pipes now for the new geometry of the headers.
Sweet.
Also, literally the only thing that we would need from this point is the clutch. But luckily Jeff had clutch discs for the clutch that we've got. He's got brand new discs right here. So we got brand new discs for the clutch. All we need to do now is get a flywheel and a drive shaft. The drive shaft is already shipping, I believe, tomorrow. And the flywheel, I think we're trying to figure out how to get one right now. But we're getting so close. so close.
All right, Andrew needs to be caught up to speed.
Please explain.
Okay, so we went to go put in the K member on the black car. We got everything set up literally to make a video
Y'all did that
yesterday. Yeah, doing the black car. We're all excited. We open it up, unbox it. It's beautiful. We're getting ready to knock out a good video. And then we find out that the sway bar won't attach to it because we forgot about a piece for Viking, and it wouldn't even go in the car because we didn't have motor mounts for it. So there was literally no way to do it. So we just were halted and we were like, well, how are we even going to get those things? That's going to be impossible. Daniel sent an email to them last night. They responded 10 o'clock at night.
I sent an email to Steeda because they sent the K member. I was like, hey, we have this issue with motor mounts. How soon can you get these to us? And they were like, all right, don't worry, we'll overnight them to you. So then at 10 o'clock last night, I got the confirmation email that the order went through. And then they arrived about 30 minutes ago.
And they are right here.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how, but they are here. So, also on a good note, the truck has been acting funny, and Doug happened to get the tune worked out to where we could do break-in on it today. So me and Daniel are about to go hop in the truck and go run. We got to do some load stuff on the truck, so we'll probably go through the hills, do some up and down, kind of going up through some hills to where we can get some load put on the motor. And after that, once we get done with break-in, that truck's ready to get tuned, which means that we can start installing the Nitrous Kit. So it's just like everything finally is in a positive direction, which means hopefully if this car can get the K member in, and also if we can get it aligned, next week we should be able to go to the track.
What about the sway bar? What's the holdup with that?
I got from Viking, ordered the sway bar mount kit for these trucks, but it's, I believe, shipping today, and it should be here like Monday.
The holdup is that it has a collar that goes around the cylinder, and because these are drag shocks, it just didn't come with the collar, so they're shipping the individual piece to put on there.
That makes sense.
So does it? Oh yeah, there's no speedometer or anything.
Sweet. You haven't been in this truck in a minute, huh?
Nah, I hadn't ridden in it. At least not since it's had the Holley in it.
So guess what Doug did?
What? Fix the window?
Yeah. There is not even a harness in the truck anymore. He just wired it all and made it work. The windows work. You can even lock the truck again.
Really?
It even beeps when it locks.
Wow.
We even got a new power steering rack in here.
Really?
Yep, so everything is like...
It's getting fixed up.
Yeah, it's honestly getting to be where it's about to be a nice ass truck. Well guys, the day has freaking come. We are breaking in this truck's motor today. We're gonna take it around, go do a lot of load testing, get it basically to where we're gonna be climbing a few hills, decel, things like that. That way we can get as much of these rings to be settled and bedded in as possible, pretty much. After that, we'll be ready for tuning. So I guess we're probably gonna go for an NA tune at first, get it going pretty good, and once we get it tuned on NA, we'll have nitrous, which is gonna be nuts. I don't even know how we're gonna set it up yet. I don't know what we're gonna do as far as like a button goes. I don't know if we're gonna have a window switch or if we're gonna have it on a button again. I don't know, we'll figure it out though. I cannot even believe this thing is together. Like this seems far-fetched that we are about to go drive the thing with a built nitrous motor, a built trans, and everything finally running on a Holley EFI setup.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Nuts.
Eventually you'll just be able to daily it, but that comes with time.
I just can't believe it's street legal again too.
Oh yeah, that's the cool part.
That's nuts.
It's got blinkers too, doesn't it?
I don't know. Just help me casually keep an eye on the gauges just to make sure we're not overheating anything or...
Alright.
This is going to be literally the first big drive that we're going to be able to go on.
As long as none of the gauges get pegged, it should be fine.
Yeah. Wow. We're just driving this on the highway.
Thing.
Look at the steering wheel. It's
not even tightened all the way. So where you want to go? We just got to drive it for like an hour?
I'm going to take those back roads going up and down the hills.
Yeah.
So that way we can get some load on it. You know what else is fun?
What?
How much gas do we have?
Oh man. Should we just fill it up?
I filled it, well I put like 6 gallons in it yesterday.
That's pretty comparable to the Z. That's pretty loud.
I hear something, it sounds like the blinker is going off.
Yeah.
So I
I hear the relay.
Yeah, me too. I think we have a blinker. Yeah. See, it's struggling now going up the hill. That's what you got to do to seat the rings good. But I'm not seeing any oil coming out the back at all, which means that the rings are seating pretty damn good quickly. So that's a good sign.
Unlike the black car.
Unlike the black car. Yeah. This is my first experience with a big built nitrous LS motor. This is such an awkward truck to pull up next to somebody at a red light.
Yeah, because you know people are just staring at you.
Yeah. Oh god, this thing is so obnoxious. Next up, we need some suspension.
Yeah.
Feel it just bouncing.
Yep.
We're still in stock suspension, so.
Oh look, our favorite automotive parts store. Wow.
Hey, this is a perfect time to tell you guys that you can go on advanceautoparts.com, shop.advanceautoparts.com technically, and you can use code IT'sJustA6 at checkout to save you 25% off anything on the site.
Somebody just pulled out in front of this thing.
Running and somebody just pulls out and we just T-bone them and throw the truck. I'd just be like,
Nice.
honestly, not even good. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got better the more you drive it.
So the Holley FI has this thing where it like self-learns. So whenever we first got in it, we're driving it because Doug's only been driving it up and down the road. It was still kind of like nasty, misfire and popping. Once it was warmed up and once it learned a little bit more and we were driving around, like there was a good solid like 30 minutes of no issues at all and it was just fine.
Nice. So far so good.
Yeah, definitely. So with this truck, really the only thing that we're waiting on at this point, I guess we can get this oil pulled out now. That really should be just about good for break-in. Really don't have to do that much. Just a few heat cycles, get it under load, seat the rings real nice. We've probably got maybe, I don't know, 50 to 100 miles on here, almost. Probably do a little bit more, obviously, but we need to go ahead and get ordered now that we're to this point. I need to go ahead and order a fuel cell for the back, order some lines, order a pump, and we've already got injectors in here. Thank you, Fuel Injector Clinic, but we'll get it all hooked up, and I think after that we should be ready to go for tuning. Get this thing strapped up to the dyno. Once we are for sure that everything's broken, put the right plugs in, do an NA tune, hook up nitrous, and then right after that get started on dialing in a nitrous tune for it. So I think we'll start probably with this thing at like a 150 shot, maybe a 200 shot, probably 200 shot, just to get it going and let her break in, and then eventually we'll probably inch our way up to like a second stage kit that does maybe.
What?
Fan just drove by playing fight or flight.
Oh wow. No. By the way, go stream fight or flight. I don't know on all streaming platforms. We're getting very close on this thing, honestly. Like very, it's so exciting. I need to get a dash kit in here still from Holley so we don't have to use the laptop on the floor method. Something that I completely forgot to mention because we were in the middle of doing a lot and we were under stress and kind of trying to get this whole thing kicked out. But I completely forgot to let you guys know about the Atomic Fab stuff that we put in this truck. None of this really was like a sponsored deal. Like he's not asking me to say any of this, but I honestly just appreciate the guy as a person and appreciate the work that he does so much that I just kind of wanted to mention it real fast. But if you look under here, these seat brackets are from Atomic Fab. I know you guys probably saw this whenever we did the custom seat brackets and I showed you these. Really freaking cool. We got to do the custom 6 logo on the brackets. Really nice touch. But on the inside of the truck, this is something that you guys have not seen yet, and I know you haven't seen it. So this is the harness bar that he sent over for this truck. This was a prototype at the time that he sent it, and so that's why I forgot to mention it because it was like, well, I don't know if it is even ready still yet for production. It may be. You can go check his Instagram out, but he makes a lot of cool stuff, and this harness bar for these trucks is one of the cooler ones. Oh yeah. Check it out.
Wow, so handy.
Whoa. But anyways, this harness bar is what allowed us to be able to fit these seats in here. And it took a little bit of work to get the seats fit, but once they were in here, they fit pretty nice. It's just a little snug inside of the truck because they are 20-inch wide seats instead of the typical like 17.5 that I think I have in the other cars. Also, if you look in here, this is where the harnesses hook up to in the back. So it's a harness bar in the back, but it's also got a lot of bracing going down. And so eventually whenever we do a full cage in here, or at least a loop in the back, and we'll probably have to do a plexiglass, rear glass, and bars out into the bed and all that good stuff. But at this point, this is set up really nice, especially for the speed that we're gonna be going. We don't need anything crazy, not a huge cage yet, but super, super nice stuff. So if you guys wanna go check out Atomic Fab, you go check him out. Yeah, I get most of my seat brackets through him for most of the cars, and now he just now did this harness bar. This harness bar hadn't even been painted yet, so this is all brand new stuff. Like I said, we've been working on getting this truck set up. Doug has been putting in a lot of work on this thing, so definitely a lot of love for him for finally getting it to this point. Has this even been shown on camera yet? So this is the twin bottle bracket. We're gonna have to be, if we're gonna be spraying up to a 400 shot eventually with 2 stages of nitrous, we're gonna have to have 2 bottles, 1 for each kit. So this is our handy dandy nice bracket. And we're probably gonna set it right here. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do yet. I need to talk to Doug some more, but we're probably gonna have fuel cell sitting right here in the center. This is gonna be like a 10-gallon tank, be able to fill it with C16 or E85 or whatever, and then probably have the bottles like here somewhere, something like that. And eventually we'll have a bed cover, roll cage, bars coming down, back, and all that good stuff. But it's a long project. This is honestly gonna be the project that we've had that has probably gotten the most work by the time it's done. This thing is gonna be wild, hopefully. And then once we get done with everything, I wanna go take this thing either to get painted or wrapped, one or the other. I want to do something cool with it, make it really just insane.
Fix your headliner too.
Yeah, gotta fix the headliner. There's a lot of stuff on this thing really that needs a lot of attention, but getting it running is probably the best thing to focus on first. That's all that we're gonna do for the truck for right now. Like I said, we're gonna change the oil, get this braking oil out, put some regular oil in it, get a fuel system hopefully going on it, and get started for tuning. So the next video you guys will probably see with this will be either A, working on the fuel system, or if that's done off camera, you'll see us tuning it. So it's gonna be lit. Can't wait. Really can't wait. So while we were gone and me and Dana were taking the truck for a drive, Doug went ahead and got the motor mounts set in place. He ran to go get some hardware for these so we can tighten them down. Sway bar is in place. So what I was saying, whenever I was saying that we didn't have the pieces for the Viking coilovers yet that will allow us to connect the sway bar to the shock itself. It's just a collar that slides around right here, around the shock where those threaded pieces are. And it allows you, it's like a bracket that you can hook up the end of the sway bar to. Sway bar end links.
Yeah, you'll see when they come in.
Yeah, you'll see. It's kind of hard to explain. But anyways, we got the sway bar mounted to the K-member. So the goal for today now is we're going to get this K-member out, the cracked one that's in the car, get it pulled out, get this one in there to replace it. The sway bar is just kind of going to be dangling at the moment, and we'll zip tie it up out of the way for now. Hopefully tomorrow or within the next few days we'll have the sway bar connection pieces in, so that way we can mount this all. Today we'll have the K-member in, and next week we got to go get it aligned. After that, this car is really ready. Like, no excuses this time. It is for sure. No cracked K-members, no front wheels gonna fall off, no BS. That car literally will be to the track within 2 weeks from right now, and if it's not, I'm a f***ing failure. Like,
there is no reason why it shouldn't do it at this point. There's nothing that we...
Unless something catastrophic happens.
There's going to be another hurricane.
Track gets sold again.
Even though it's at the end of hurricane season, there will be another hurricane.
I feel so much better now. Finally, we've been. God, man, like I'm not even gonna lie. This is the problem we've been having. Is like a lot of people have been really screwing everything up and making it hard to make content lately. And a lot of those people that were making it hard, I had like a miniature breakdown like a week ago and just snapped on everybody. And all of a sudden everything's fixed. And now everything is going in the right direction.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah, wild.
You just get mad at somebody and they're like, oh, hey, okay.
So now we have like 1 12-hour, 24-hour turnaround times on. We got the headers back from coating in 1 day. The first set took 9 months, but the second set took 1 day.
Only because I was there. Yeah. They had a deadline.
Whenever they get back from the store, we're gonna get that K-member put in. So,
you want to explain what's happening here? Oh, we're just gonna go take this red thing and put a white thing in it. That's not what I meant, but okay.
Well, I've already explained, but what we're talking about why it's sketchy is the fact that we've got a crane up top holding the engine up. Once we pull the K-member out, the engine literally is just going to be kind of suspended in air, and we're going to have to be working under it, just hanging above us, and it's not a light engine. So yeah, we're going to have to be very careful, but the goal is just to get this pulled out, that put in. Shouldn't be that bad, right?
Yeah. Now we got one of them SK motors. You can give these things a little tappy too. Okay. Yep, alright, there you go, drive it down the road. Alright, now she's really street ready. That angle though.
Alright, so the
what you know about drift angle?
The rack's gonna be kind of heavy, obviously, but
yeah,
other than that should be pretty easy.
What I want to do is lower, I want to get like 2 more of these bolts off and we'll lower it down to where it's closer to the ground at least, and then we should be able to kind of work with it a little bit easier. For right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and zip a couple more of these bolts off. Go ahead and turn it down so everybody clear.
Clear.
Okay, just kind of wiggle it, and we should come down, out and around, clear the wheel and the tire.
What are you thinking?
Just round up in that lower over there. Yeah. Let me just pick it up in here. Okay, clear there, and make sure our wiring harness clears. Alright.
Alright, so K-member is out now. All we've got to do is transfer over our power steering rack from the old existing K-member onto the new one.
Makes it easier to reference. See, that's how the motor mount was for this one, and I don't know if BMR's updated it, but that's why we had to wait.
Yeah.
Because you see here, this
Single
is
bolt
this
mount.
is theirs, which I mean it works fine, but it's different than what we've got on that one. So that's why we had to wait for that.
EPS rack going in.
How many algorithms are on this thing?
At least 2.
At least. There you go.
Well,
there you go. You good with that?
nope.
How many you want, bro?
You said Uggaripums.
Well, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Uggaripums, not Uggaduggas.
What? That's the RPM. The Uggaripums. Hang on. Pull a Rob. Proper form.
Get your feet out. Point your toes out.
All right, that's for you, Rob.
All right, radiator is in.
This is barely off. I wonder if I can just push the motor out.
Daniel's first time seeing coyote.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how. Oh. Everything is like this. Hey, that actually looks really good too.
I like the white.
That's not bad. The white actually surprisingly came out pretty good. All right, well the K-member is in. Sita, thank you guys so much once again. As you see now, we've got our sway bars. Well, they're hitting up against the shocks right now, so don't worry about that until we get it. Yeah, once we get everything tightened up, I'll show you. But so far, so good. Now we just gotta tighten everything back down.
It is now resting on the knee.
There you go. It's resting on camera. All we gotta do is snug up the motor mount. So.
Well, it didn't fall out.
Nope.
That's good.
Hey, don't cut the zip ties yet.
Gotcha.
He literally had it on whenever you said that.
I know, because I want to put them on the side. I can reuse them. Those are big zip ties.
Just laughing at you. Those were 3 cents. Hang on.
No, they're good ones. Look.
It gets the smallest pliers to do
Yeah,
it too.
you use these and then you can reuse it. Get rid of just that part, and you have this much of a zip tie left to,
That's fair.
you know, in the bedroom or whatever you want.
All right, good efficiency.
There you go. All right. Now you can have that. If you want this board, Daniel, you can have that, bro.
Really?
That's all you.
You're not gonna reuse the board?
That's surprising.
I'm kind of surprised you're just gonna give this away.
Oh, you got dirty, Daniel.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
just came from pushing the
Dang.
and said adios.
Money shift gang.
I was holding up the tire.
You gotta
Whatever.
flip
Oh,
it on
yeah.
yourself here.
Me too.
I'm gonna keep it stock, gang.
That's a damn lie.
There's something stock here, I'm sure.
No,
My
there's not.
Mustang. My Mustang's the only stock
Actually,
car
yeah,
here.
Nah, the S10's got plugs in it, bro. Those ain't stock.
The S10, your Mustang, maybe the Porsche.
I have something coming in today
Daniel
for
said, I'm like, what? What you got?
a diffuser.
That's pretty dope.
Oh, we go up higher than that. I'm still eating motor.
I was putting it my height, sorry. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to get a ladder if we go any higher than this.
Okay, I can work with this.
Oh, you get
Yeah, I'm gonna get a step ladder and I'll come help.
Give her some love. Other way, pull it.
Yeah, no, there ain't no way.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna
It's still, well, it's still.
We're just gonna put it in the other way.
Well, I don't think it.
Pretty sure it'll go the other way with the nut on this side.
Well, we're gonna make it match.
Okay. That's all it was.
We
the whole time.
redoing this
He just
side?
wanted to have.
Well, the other ones were in forward, so
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
The factory ones go in this direction from the back to the front, and the BMR ones
No,
swap.
it doesn't.
That bolt
No, it
won't even
doesn't.
fit.
No, it
Now
doesn't.
he just did
No, it doesn't. It goes in from the front to the back. It definitely goes in front to back. We're just a little.
The steering.
Well, this one ain't gonna go in from the front to the back, and it's gonna have to go in from the back to the front.
No. No. Where's the bolt?
I'm sorry. There you go. I'll wait. I'll watch and learn.
All you gotta do is you take your hammer and
This motherfucker. Go ahead.
he's gonna grind half of it off so he can get
You're grinding the bolt in half because you don't want to put it the other way. How does that OCD make sense?
It'll be the same direction. That's all I care about.
But it's gonna be
Who is gonna see the underside of this car though?
That's done.
Us, whenever we tell people about the white K members.
I am. It just I mean, it was a millimeter. It barely even touched it.
Whoa.
There you go.
That was a painful one.
Ain't bad.
But we did it.
Ain't bad.
Good job. You can take a Sharpie and just make the rest of it.
Hey, the raw metal underneath this powder coating looks good. There's no rust.
I Now that we got the majority of the K-member tightened, everything else pretty much in place, we could throw our fancy dancy cross member in here. This is going to create a lot of stability for us.
And it'll protect your headers.
I'm not going to lie to you, this is easily the most impressive K-member I've seen so far. Well, the K-member is in, which means that tomorrow I guess we'll set up an appointment and I'll drive this thing to go get aligned. Woo! And then after that, our sway bar kit to connect it to the shocks should come in hopefully in the next few days, and then we'll hook up sway bar. And this thing's gonna be very sturdy on the street again. And we've got the drag shocks up front now that are gonna be able to also have the sway bar hooked up to them. So we'll still be able to get a lot of really good weight transfer. It should hook like a dog, honestly. It's gonna be mean.
What are you doing, Daniel?
Clapping. Another successful install.
Do we have good news for the week?
Yeah.
At least one thing?
One good thing this week. It is Thursday night, but one good thing. We have car on the ground with a new K-member.
And a good looking future. Or at least the near future.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
First track day, it just booms into the wall. Wouldn't that be just unfortunate?
You said it.
Shut the
I knocked on wood, but I'm just saying, like,
Say psych. Say
psych,
psych.
psych. But look, just imagine, bro. This is horrible.
Got him.
I have dark humor, maybe, but like, damn, that would be. I would laugh. It would take a bit, but I would get out and hysterically just be like, "Fuck!"
I wasn't worried about the f***ing car. I was worried about him dying.
Oh no, I wouldn't worry about me. I'd definitely be more worried about the car.
You got life insurance?
Not yet.
On the bright side.
Will, like, we need to meet with Keith.
In this car though, I will say, damn it, I'm not gonna jinx nothing. But I will say, while I continue knocking on this very real wood, that it would be real hard to die in this car. It's got fire suppression, it's got a cage and harnesses, and
I mean the fire extinguisher
nice.
that's on the cage?
That's fire suppression, bro. Nice.
Bro. We are just now getting back on a good luck streak. Let's just stop.
If the safety devices are no longer capable of keeping me safe, then we got bigger problems.
I say that speed level depends on whether you're wearing a seatbelt or not.
You can go 200 without a seatbelt.
Really? Wow. Yes, Daniel. You can go 30 without a seatbelt.
Without a seatbelt, you would stay in motion as you're hitting the windshield.
Inertia.
Inertia.
Which means if you go through the windshield, you'll roll and come to a gradual stop rather than immediately stopping.
Yeah, but you'll die
and,
on impact.
Like hurting your brain because
Hey,
that would suck.
How do you get through the windshield? There's a steering column in the way that I feel like would literally cavitate your chest.
Nah, bro, you go over the steering wheel.
It's got a slip joint.
Superman through that.
Steering shafts have a slip
Quad
joint in them,
drop
so they
slip
collapse.
Well, I know that, but that's only whenever the engine gets shoved into the firewall, so you only lose your legs.
Daniel, when you have kids, don't teach them anything. Just
Why?
Don't talk to them.
Teach them anything. Don't be mad,
All right.
Man, that one shut Daniel down. I haven't seen that before.
You know what? I couldn't die in that car. You know I couldn't make it a full pass without a belt blowing off of this.
You're right.
He can't get past fourth gear.
You can't even get to fourth gear.
That's facts. Guess we'll find
All
out.
around me.
Yeah, definitely. Well, anyways, that is probably gonna be a wrap for today's video. Like I said, tomorrow, getting this thing aligned. Next week, this is going on the track. I don't know how yet. I haven't talked to the track owners, but they'll hopefully let me. And we'll take it out there for a private track rental. If not, maybe we'll show up on a public day and get a run or two in. That's the only thing that I don't like about public events though, is that it takes so long to let this car cool down that whenever we go to a big public event, there's so many people. I love you guys so much, but there's so many people always wanting to talk and visit and stuff, and so we kind of get distracted and nothing ends up getting to be able to get done usually at the track day. So from here on out for the future, what we're trying to do is if we go to the track or when we go to the track, trying to keep it private. That way we can actually film video instead of getting distracted, not being able to do stuff. So luckily we've got our local track owners who we've been in kind of cahoots with about getting that done. It's just been a struggle getting to that point, but hopefully you guys are happy because I think we're gonna make it happen. So
Look, the GT350's new charge pipe is here.
Oh my god.
Got the vlog camera, you can't see.
Yeah. I'll crop, but you can't see it. It's like 5 feet wide.
that's the downpipe, dude. But anyways, see you later.
God, that is so loud. Woo! I know he's enjoying that car now. Are you doing it again? God, Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah,
he's gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow. We need to pull that plug out.
What, the dead man? Yeah. Yeah.
Is it still in there?
That's why I was bogging, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really testing that engine out.
Got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, it's
Before you get out, yeah, I am pumped to get this thing at the track.
it's definitely back. Like whenever we went and we were driving around, I was like, damn, this thing is
I can
sturdy.
hear it from inside the
It
office.
feels good now?
It feels awesome.
There's not even a sway bar hooked up, and it's probably
No.
better.
And so I was like, wow. And so
Well, it's got those
then we started doing
rear
just
things and-
rolling onto it in second, and I was like, this is really nice. I just
Now, I
didn't
mean, the
wanna-
engine's pretty much guaranteed to hold up now, too, so you don't have anything to worry about. You can just beat on it
my
all
God.
you want. The belt came on.
Hold on.
What in the
Oh my God, what a meme.
When did it come off?
Just now.
Wait,
Whenever you hit the rev limiter just now. That was the first time you hit the rev
this
limiter.
car needs
it
to get
broken?
used to being on the limiter, bro.
Is it
Put a
broken
smaller
or is
pulley.
it just off?
No, it's just off.
Nope. It's
Oh no,
broke.
it broke. We were.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Is this where your job security meme comes in?
Hate it.
I fucking hate it. This is annoying as shit.
Time to go down one, or up one pulley. Put a size
Yeah,
bigger on
72
there so you can just
honestly
do
needs
it.
to go back on there before we go to the track anyways.
Just knock it
Looks like
out.
we're doing that.
You have it here, don't you, already, don't? Right? You already have the pulley.
Yeah, we got a 72.
And another belt.
Go on the car. Go on the car.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that.
There we go.
Now you got something to do tomorrow after it's lined. Woo.
That's true. Well, actually, no, we got to have it before. Yeah, it would have to be on before we go.
Oh yeah, to drive it there.
The alignment's definitely off. That's why I just wanted to test it just to see how it was going to feel.
That's why you wanted to test it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left traction control on the first 2 times though.
Is that's the
third
first
one.
time you beat on that since it's been.
Yeah.
That felt great. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I feel relieved. As shit. He was shaking hands. I'm still shaking too.
I'm a passenger.
Look at Derek.
I still haven't got to sit in that car for that. Damn it, Derek, you beat me to it. All right. Well, I guess now that's the end of the video.
I guess that's the end of the video. Yeah. I was actually just gonna leave and go home, and then me and Derek wanted to go test drive it just to make sure the alignment, or just to make sure the K member wasn't having any rattles or anything. Sounds great. Drives even better.
That's the way to break it in. Well, it's either gonna work or we're gonna die, Derek.
Kind of how it was.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna go get you an Instagram clip. I'll be back. Bye, everybody.